I'm Gwen. Welcome back. I thought it might be a good idea today to introduce to you the guy behind the camera who's doing such a great job showing us and showing all of you what we have to offer here. So I'd like to introduce Mark Winters. He's our marketing director with the Tim Dahle Group. Mark?
Thanks, Gwen, and there's a reason why I'm behind the camera. This face wasn't made for television. But I did have a lot of questions as we've been going through these videos. It's really spurred a lot of questions that I've asked because I don't know anything about fixing a car other than bringing it to a mechanic. And so I've been learning just along the ways as you guys have. And so what I thought we would do moving forward is you'll be hearing my voice and asking Gwen some questions. Just thought it'd be a good idea not to be the creepy, unheard, a person voicing over, asking these questions to Gwen. So now you'll know who's behind the camera asking those questions. So, which leads me to a question that maybe you can answer for me.
Sure.
One of them is, you're recommended on a Ford to change your oil every
5,000 miles.
5,000 miles.
Every 5,000.
Right? And so I wanted to know, what happens if you go over 2,000-3,000 miles? I didn't have time to get there, or what if I went 4,000 or 5,000 miles over? What could possibly be the harm?
Good question. Mark brings up a great question. We do recommend every 5,000 miles to change the oil and oil filter, and also to rotate your tires. So if you go over on your oil change, I'm going to grab something. We've talked about this once before, but we're going to recommend this product. This middle can, EPR, Engine Performance Restoration. So there's two reasons fluids are in your vehicle. One is to lubricate, and two is to clean. So if you've gone over mileage on your oil change, it's probably pretty dirty. This engine performance restoration goes in your dirty oil, and it goes everywhere in your engine that your engine oil goes, and it cleans out all the gunk, this chemical. And then we drain the oil. Then we give you a new oil filter, plug the pan, put new oil in, and then we put in our can over here, motor oil additive. So it's just a chemical that works with the engine oil to give it as long a life as possible, because it gets super hot inside that engine. And oils are way better now than they've ever been, but they can and will break down. We also recommend those tires to be rotated every 5,000 miles. So we want to make sure we keep very even wear, front end versus back end, keep them rotated. You've got a lot more weight up front and less weight in the rear, especially on trucks. And so that will give you your longest lifespan on your tires.
Okay, that's good to know. I didn't know that about your oil, that it's picking up dirt. I thought it was just for lubrication. So
yes.
So if
cleans and lubricates.
So if you don't change your oil at the normal time, you're just causing more sandpaper and wear inside your engine.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I didn't
Absolutely.
know that.
So every 5,000 miles to give you longest life in the vehicle. And then we have chemicals just in case life happens and you don't get here.
And those are made from BG.
Yes, that is
like
correct.
These products. We talked
BG
about
products.
Them a couple times, right?
I am a very firm believer in the BG chemicals. They have a very large lab where they work on these chemicals and make them so that they work in every make, model engine and do the job they're supposed to do.
Those are really proven, right? They're not just
Absolutely.
snake oil, but they actually work.
This is not snake oil.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Real stuff.
Now, the other question I had is, I've heard that if you have an all-wheel drive vehicle, that if you change your tires, you have to do all four at the same time. Why? If I've got two worn tires in the front, but the back ones aren't bad, why do I have to change all four of them?
That's a very good question. So in all-wheel drive vehicles, it uses speed sensors at each wheel and they speak to the processor, the powertrain control module, telling it what speed it's going. So if you've got two tires that are really worn and 2 that are maybe only halfway worn, the rule of thumb, there can only be 3 30-seconds difference in tread depth.
Now that's, I don't know how much that is. That's not a lot. Is it?
No, it isn't much. So a brand new tire is probably going to give you 11 or 12 30 seconds, and something half worn is at 6, maybe 7 30 seconds. So you've got 2 tires that are spinning faster than the other 2, which is telling the vehicle, I'm slipping. And then it wants to keep going into 4-wheel drive. So it can damage your power transfer unit and transmission.
Okay, well, I will make sure that I get 4 tires.
That's right.
I got to change my tires if there's a difference in there in the height. Now, rotating your tires, that's what helps eliminate that abnormal wear.
You're right.
And you probably didn't rotate your tires if you've got 2 worn and 2 not so worn on an all-wheel drive vehicle.
Absolutely.
So, really good to know, and Gwen is a wealth of information, a treasure trove, if you will. And so keep giving us some good comments and questions that you send in or down below, and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing more and more of these. You'll be able to see some vehicles that are in some serious repairs and how these guys fix them here at Dahle Ford.
That's correct. And Mark will be assisting me, and also he is the camera guru. So I want to just say thank you for watching. Please come and visit us here at Dahle Ford in Spanish Fork.